Hello basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to talk to you about how you can create space when you're trying to drive towards the rim or trying to get yourself an open shot when you have the ball yourself. So these are dribbling moves or moves that lead into dribbling moves that can create space for yourself. Okay, so these are moves that every basketball player needs to know if you're looking to become a lot better in being able to score by yourself and not needing teammates to set you up. So first off, when you get the ball, if you've got a player who is really tight on you, what you need to do is create some kind of a fake. So these are simple jab fakes and shot fakes that you can do. So for first, what you can do is just a simple shot fake. A lot of players, when they're doing a shot fake, they'll just do something like this or something like this, which this is a lot better than this, but I'm gonna add one more step into it. And that is, when you wanna do a shot fake, go up on your toes when you wanna take that shot fake. That way, it's not a travel because you're only going up to your toes, but that's a heck of a lot better of a fake for you to be able to make your opponent jump into the air. And that's the whole idea behind it. Another fake that you can do is a jab fake where you actually look like you're actually going to drive in that direction. So a lot of players, what they'll do is just kind of like something like this. You don't want to do that. You want to go jab fake like if you're actually going to take a dribble in that direction, but you're not. And then once you make that jab fake, you're going to pick that same foot up what you jabbed with. You're going to turn and you're going to go in that direction, dribble with your left hand, because now if he didn't take a far enough distance away, when you pivot and you get that leg in front, you're now protecting your dribble with your leg, with your arm, and you're going to be able to dribble. So you get that ball, big jab fake, turn, and then drive. When you're driving, you want to have your shoulders as low as possible. The reason for this is the lower your shoulders are, the more explosive you can be. So keep that in mind. Same as on defense, you want your shoulders to be lower than the other player's shoulders because then you would be quicker than them, in theory. Okay, so the next dribble is what I call the V dribble or the reverse dribble. With this dribble, basically you're going to be dribbling in one direction forwards, then you're going to stop, you're going to reverse in a V, and then you're going to be driving back in the same direction that you came from. So, for example, if I'm dribbling in this direction, this can work in the half court. It can also work in the full court if you're getting full court pressured. And I'm going to explain to you what the difference is between those two. So first off, in the half court, if you're driving in this direction, you take a reverse dribble and then you cross back over and you go right. What you're essentially doing is now showing the defender, hey, I'm going in this direction. Oh wait, no, I'm going to reverse. Which now when you reverse, the player's going to think that you're going to be taking that shot, but instead you're not. So he's going to be already up on his toes and straightening his body out to be able to block your shot. And then you're going to cross and explode outright, and you're going to be able to get by him. So basically it's going to look like this. You're going to be driving on your opponent. You're going to get here, you're going to reverse, and then you're going to cross, and you're going to go back in the opposite direction. Now, a little bit quicker, even though this ball is already starting to lose air from the coldness out here, you're going to drive, you're going to reverse dribble, and then you're going to cross and drive right towards the rim. So this works in the full court as well. If your team is getting full court pressured, this works really well in the full court. And this is why. So if you're dribbling, let's say towards the center of the court with your left hand, you're going to have a player here who is directing you, especially if you're already dribbling in that direction. He's going to be forcing you towards that corner. The reason why he wants to force you towards that corner is because that's where he can trap you. So what you can do is you can start dribbling in that left direction. Your whole main idea in a press is to stay in the middle of the court. Because if you get trapped in this corner and you've got two players, one here and one there, you can't obviously go that way. You cannot go back over half because that's an over and back charge. And then you can't go forward because you have two players right there. So when you're dribbling up the court in a full court pressure, you've got a player who's forcing you towards one corner. You're gonna have another player who is right behind you ready to now, in case you spin off that, he's there already to steal the ball. So what you need to do is do the reverse dribble to get away from both of them, and then you can drive on the player on the right. And now you have essentially the ability to drive on the player who's slower than you. So if you've got two players guarding you, you've got a good chance that there is going to be one player who is slower than you. And I learned this tip from one of the best basketball players I've ever played with. I'm not going to mention his full name. His first name was Matt. And he was kind of like a one-man fast break. He was quicker than anyone on the other team, but he used this dribble a ton. And all you need to do is dribble in this direction. You see, oh, I'm going to get trapped in that corner. Reverse dribble, 1 or 2 dribbles, cross, and then attack the next guy. And keep on trying to get down the court without going towards the sidelines. And that's the whole main idea behind this move. You can use it in the half court and the full court, and they're both very useful. So now this third move that I'm going to show you, what it's going to be is just basically a step back dribble, like if you're going to take a step back jump shot, but instead you're going to be driving towards the rim. Now the idea behind this is when you do your step back, you want to straighten your body up like if you actually are going to be shooting the ball. So going from there, so you'll be driving on your opponent. You're going to take one step back, straighten your body out, and you can continue going left or you can go right. So that's the whole thing. When you take that dribble, you're going to go one step back and then straighten your body up, and then you can drive. So it's going to look like this in quicker speed. It's a lot easier to explain when I'm going quicker. So of course, I'm going to be slowing that one down right now, and I'm going to be explaining to you basically how I was able to do that. So I took that step back, I straightened my body up. To a lot of players, it's going to make it look like I'm going to take a shot, but in reality I didn't, and I drove it towards the rim. Now I hope that these 3 basketball moves help you become a better basketball player, and I hope that these 3 moves help you be able to score even more points every single game. Anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you guys again tomorrow for another twice a day basketball video.